So you've already know the reason why I posted about supporting the immune deficiency fund, and honestly, after what everyone's experienced with that, I don't necessarily blame anyone but Vshojo for, being disrespectful to Iron Mouse and all their other talent in the way they were, because I don't know, that was pretty friggin' disrespectful on their part for what they did. Like, I'm not even gonna defend them. Like, what reasons did I give to defend them? So, I guess with what's been going on recently, I guess I can also give a little bit of a story time. And just explain. One second. Sorry about that. Yeah, so, all interruptions aside, I guess here's my story on how and why I made the decision to leave Twitch for good. I started Twitch around. Well, I can't remember for the freaking life of me. It was a while back. Because I wanted to do some live streams. Because I wanted to have Twitch more or less be a platform for me to essentially promote my stuff on YouTube and just be a goofy little gooper, and also maybe make some new friends along the way. As my initial plan for even being on Twitch was to do collabs and stuff. And don't get me wrong, whilst I still have many friends, and I'm happy to say that I've actually been able to get in touch with some old ones from time to time. I noticed something was off with the very glue that held the means of me making friends together. And that was the Twitch staff. Now, I'm not gonna, go through the entire song and dance of, well, the obvious, shall we say. Though I'm pretty sure a lot of you by now can already tell where I'm going with that. I felt unsafe. And while sure, I completely understand why many other people decide to leave YouTube, because YouTube wants to go on the path of becoming pricks. And no, I'm not going to censor myself. If you don't like me swearing, then you don't have to watch my content. That is the general rule of thumb that I made for myself and the videos I make on this channel. And if you don't like my stuff, then that's fine. I just ask you to support another smaller creator who's probably going through a very rough time, if that's the case. After all, you're your own person, and if they have the same vibe as you, then that's perfectly fine. There was even a time when I thought about going back to Twitch. But again, the usual suspect decided to do the most inane, retarded thing he could ever do and threaten the life of an innocent content creator just because some rando doxed him. I'm not mentioning names, but if you know, you know, it's pretty much out there on public internet. So, why am I speaking up about Twitch during this whole Vshojo controversy? Well, much like how Mousy felt with Vshojo. Sorry. Perfect time when I'm doing a very serious video. Not. But like I was saying, or at least trying to say, when I started streaming on Twitch, it felt to me the same way I must felt for Vshojo. A place where a person can be safe and be themselves. It was always talent first. Though, let's be real, that's never really the case, and talent first, my ass, was a pretty base comment from Kason. That's gonna age like fine wine. I honestly have no doubt in my mind on that. And honestly, after actions of, again, individuals whose name I can't say, caused me to feel like just because I understand both sides of the argument and want to understand the concept of compromise and just being pretty chill with people regardless. I decided it would be best to leave because I didn't feel safe anymore. Honestly. And and to be fair with you, I'm actually pretty glad that I didn't return to streaming on Twitch. That would have been a pain in the backside for me. Especially considering the aforementioned individuals that are unfortunately still on the platform. And just one in particular. Because obviously, that said again, that said individual just doesn't really get much fame unless we're causing trouble, shall we say. And his friend would know what a terrorist looks like, so, or at least he should, but because of that, I don't really think Vshojo is a terrorist organization or anything like that. For a bunch of con artists, I'll give him that. For a bunch of con artists, I'll give him that much, but being actually genuine on anything, I have to draw the line there because I kinda doubt that they were. At least not to Mousy or anyone else there. So, understandably, I can understand. that I probably butchered the sentence. Anyway, so I 100% can understand where Mousy and everyone else is coming from here. After all, they feel betrayed by someone they thought was their friend. Though, honestly, I'm sorry for this really long winded video explaining how I saw them myself and everyone's situation there. It's just, I understand what it's like to go through a lot, and believe me, I genuinely don't think what Mousy and everyone did was their fault. I mean, they had every right to be mad. They were betrayed by a company that they trusted. Not just the company, but by people they trusted even. And that's really sad. And it's kind of upsetting. Anyways, guys, if you enjoy this content, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll probably get around to doing another Let's Play video very soon. And there's still that special project that I'm planning on in the works. But I've yet to even write a script for it. And I want to make sure I don't get writer's block whilst talking about this because I went completely off script here. And I'm fully aware of my Cybertronian cat thing. I don't know what I'm drawing anymore. It looks mentally ill, okay? I am trying my best to just practice. I am not posting this to my DeviantArt account. This is a practice piece. Oh boy. Anyways, with that being said, Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you next time for another video.